very religious.
No.
So, on top of that, how do we understand her ethical viewpoints? And if she is neurotic, maybe all the actions she's seen are skewed. Like grabbing a knife someone pulls out and repeatedly stabbing them.
Well, if you're like tortured by that person, that might be your natural response.
She wasn't tortured by him.
Okay, that's a form of torture, by psychological torture. Let's go that way then.
Well, I think most people who are tortured are much more fearful than they are spiteful.
I mean, at some point it all kind of boils over.
I don't know. Wasn't there just recently a story about a man keeping women in his basement for like 20 years?
I'm sure they didn't want to kill him at all.
Huh?
I'm sure they didn't want to kill him at all.
They didn't. I mean, they didn't until they realized, like, it's
We've been in a
I'm
cellar
sure
for
they
20
got
years.
out. They didn't want him to die. They didn't want to kill him.
Oh, we're
Spiteful.
tortured.
Well, he killed himself.
He killed himself. It's just, they're scared. They might have wanted him dead, but it's the same thing, like,
I think she was scared too.
yeah, Frodo is scared. And
But she still did it, so I
Yeah,
don't think
that's
that's
why I
crazy
think
for her to
she's-
think of that.
I do.
Why?
How do you think of that? Someone who's tortured you has had this complete control over you?
So when you get the chance to stab him, you just let it go and stay in the torture room?
Well, some people might think of these people as, like, immortal.
Well, like
In
she,
your mind, it could have a skewed perception of what they are.
yeah, but before the pimp, she had tasted what it's like to be free. So I think that that desire to get back to that led her hand to grab the knife and repeatedly.
she's
It's like when an inmate gets out of jail. They're not going back. They will die.
I don't know if you guys got this, but when I was reading, how it's told through Frodo's perspective, but when I was reading it, when she decided to stab her pimp, it happened really fast. Like, whoa, what just happened when I was reading it?
Yeah, there was a lot of build-up. So it was happening.
But, like, I didn't even...
So she didn't think much
I
of it?
expected it to be more dramatic, but it almost seemed like it was really easy in the book for her to do it. Like, she didn't even think about it, she just did it.
You're right. She didn't even think much of it.
That's how
She
you
just,
do things,
you know.
Yeah, she never felt...
Saw the opportunity.
Why
killed
would we
her
feel
pimp.
remorse? Like, even if it was out of complete self-defense, I'd feel pretty bad killing somebody.
That makes sense.
I couldn't see you killing anyone, Josh. Sorry.
I couldn't kill anybody, yeah, I'd just take it.
Just take it. No, you can't have this.
He's a big guy. He can friends.
Call one of your big friends.
But going back to the whole 1956 with the socialism and the suffrage, that had to have some kind of effect on her. You know, that taste of, freedom, kind of, sort of. Like and you can tell that it has an effect on the men too, because in the book, the prince who wants to have her for sex, when she tells him she killed a man, he doesn't believe her. He tells her that she couldn't hurt a fly, that, he would never believe that. And when she actually stepped up and when she slapped him, he kind of freaked out and he called the authorities, so that kind of like gave her a push, to stand up for herself. Even though it ended her in prison, I would have never said that if I had killed a man. But that psychological effect, that changed how she saw certain things. I know if I was in her position, if I had rights, that would, and it was written in law that I had those rights, I would do what I had the right to do. But the fact that, she put her in prison, I would have kept my mouth shut about that. So I feel like her neurosis, I know Trevor doesn't think she has it, but if she does have it, I feel like she would have said something. Like the fact that